Hello, everybody. How are you today? Hope you're feeling good. My name is Nahla طارق Mishtaha. So, today in my presentation, I will talk about a beautiful poem, which is A Dream by William Blake. So, before I read this poem, I will talk about the poet a little bit. So, William Blake is considered the first of the Romantic poets because of his ideals regarding nature, the imagination, and creativity. Also, his best known of collection of poetry are songs of innocence and songs of experience. So here, a dream is songs of innocence. So let's read the poem. Once a dream did weave a shade over my angel-guarded bed, that an emmet lost its way, where on a grace methought I lay, troubled, wildered, and forlorn, dark benighted, travel-worn, over many a tangled spray. All heart broke I heard her say, "Oh, my children, do they cry? Do they hear their father sigh? Now they look abroad to see. Now return and weep for me." Pitying, I dropped a tear, but I saw a glow warm near. Who replied, "What wailing white calls the watchman of the night? I am set to light the ground, while the petals goes his round. Follow now the petals hum, little wonder hie thee home." So I think the speaker here is the poet himself, but when he was a child. So I will talk about a summary to this poem. So A Dream by William Blake details the plight of a lost aunt who is trying to find her way back to her children and their father. The first line of a dream begin with the speaker uh, when um, when he laying on her bed and on his bed under the protection of his guardian angel. Then he dreamed that an ant was wandering lost in the grass near where they were laying. So the speaker goes on to personify the ant. So personify the ant, describing it's as confused. He heard the ant speak as well. She mourns for herself, wonders what her children and their dad are thinking about her. Okay, then the speaker moved by what the ant is going through and cries for her. Then a nearby glowworm speak to the ant, asking what is going on. The worm is there. He says to illuminate the earth when the beetle walks around. It's easy enough to listen to the sound of the beetle walking. So she noticed and followed that home. Then let's see the structure and form. A Dream by William Blake, as we see, is a five-stanza poem that is separated into four lines, known as quatrains. So these quatrains follow a rhyme scheme of A A B B to the whole poem. Then we will know themes. What's the themes of the dream? Maybe protection, guidance, and compassion. The tone, maybe it's a sad tone or caring tone. Sad tone because he lost her way, and caring tone because he caring about her children and her husband. So the meter is written in tetrameter. The dominant syllable is seven syllable. Okay. Then we will move to literary devices and figurative language. Throughout a dream, Blake makes use of several literary devices. So number one is imagery. For example, troubled, wildered, and forlorn, and dark, benighted, travel worn. Alteration, for example, heart and heard in stanza two. Who, what, wailing, and white in stanza 4, high and home in stanza 5. Number 3 is symbolism. So the poem uses darkness and light. So darkness to symbolize confusion, loneliness, and being lost, while light represents guidance to protection. Light represents guidance, a protection, compassion, and being found. The poem contrasts darkness and light right away, with the speaker saying that the lost end of the dream was dark, benighted. In other words, darkness is associated with being anxious, lost, and miserable. So personification, the last thing is personification. What is personification? Here, I think the glowworm offers to help the ant, and this glowworm refers to itself as the watchman of the night. So it's a personification. The last thing I will talk about it, what is the purpose of a dream? I think the purpose is to paint a compassionate picture of the natural world, one that suggests one that suggests those who ask for help are going to receive it. So all creatures are deserving of help and compassion, the poem suggests. And the last thing, thank you for listening and goodbye.